I decided that coffee brings me too much joy to go on a hiatus at this point. And yes, I'm reusing the grounds from yesterday because I'm cheap and it pretty much tastes the same. Maybe not quite as potent, but who knows. Colton already cleaned the bathroom, so it's gonna be like a half hour before I can fix this. I was up until midnight trying to get that video uploaded, and it still wasn't uploaded. I fell asleep, and then I woke up at like 5 o'clock and noticed that it was done, so I shared it to our Facebook page, JCT Rustic Homestead, and then checked some. I actually had comments by people I didn't know. Whoa. So, couldn't sleep for a while, got back to sleep. It's like 9 o'clock, and I just wasted a couple hours of the day, but I wasted all day yesterday anyway, so. I gotta call Dad at some point. I think we're gonna work on the chickens. Hopefully the weather isn't too horrible. I don't really know what it's like out there. It looks a little gray again. Don't really know what's gonna happen today. So I got my bathroom time, but I didn't bother doing anything with my hair because it's gonna be shoved under a hat all day. I did a little research because I started wondering something. If y'all have seen the movie Captain Phillips, the act happened in 2009 and the movie came out in 2013. Deepwater Horizon happened in 2010 and the movie came out in 2016. Patriots Day happened in 2013 and the movie came out in 2016. So, how many years before we get a movie about this thing? Lucky's here. My dad's here somewhere. I have to get these transplanted. These are gonna die before I get them in the ground. That's some more purple broccoli. May or may not transplant those nuts. Chamomile. And I was so good about keeping that updated, and I've failed recently, so I gotta get that updated. I can't remember when I planted this. It's lettuce. Because I think if nothing else, I can at least grow salad. Raisin's too scared to come in. She's all tough on the outside, but she's kind of a wimp. There goes Melby. So today we need to finish at least putting plywood up to help keep them warm for the rest of the spring and to help with predators. So we just have that, and a little bit there. Hopefully get the boxes up. I gotta figure out how to put a roost in here where I want that. And we have to chicken wire somewhere around here to keep them from coming up, predators coming in the top. Dad's had problems with rats, so I have a feeling we really have to predator proof. Just get started, and I gotta take potatoes out of the oven because I told Colton I'd make potato salad for supper tonight. Found a new use for a hanger. Needed a little hook, so screwed one in. We'll see how good it lasts. Need a way to keep the door up when we're coming in and out. So, 101 uses for a wire hanger. Number 2, holding chicken doors up. Tommy, have you moved at all? I think that's a look of no, so get away. He's a weirdo cat. Dad and I braked for lunch. I'm breaking in the cheese balls. I think it's time. You know, desperate measures. If we run out of cheese balls and Cheez-Its, It ain't gonna be pretty.
Okay, I was peeling potatoes for potato salad, and it reminded me of a book club book I read one time called The Guernsey Literary Potato Peel Pie Society. It's about the Guernsey Islands just off of England during World War II, and they did make potato peel pie back then because I believe that's all that they could really afford. Once the potato was gone, they had to use what they could. So, if you guys are looking for a book, the Guernsey Literary Potato Peel Pie Society by Mary Ann Schaefer, Annie Barrows, and then it looks like there's some audiobook options, but there's a Kindle option if you're Kindle readers, or audio CD, paperback, hardcover. Just look it up if you're looking for a good book. It was a really interesting read, again, during World War II. Alright, so we finished the plywood along the bottom. We had this end, this corner, and that corner. Then we strung a 3-foot thing of chicken wire all the way around. And I think we came up with a plan to get it around these cross beams of the corn crib. It's been a long day, even though it's only been a few hours worth of work. I'm tired, and I've stapled about, what did I say, 900 staples, but only hit about the wire about 300 times. Stupid staple gun. But anyway, first layer is up. Tomorrow, hopefully, will be the next layer. Alright, so fairly productive day. I still feel like we should have gotten more done, but partly that's my fault for not really doing anything until 10 o'clock in the morning. Something about those mornings. But we got a decent amount done on the chicken coop, for lack of a better word. We gotta finish figuring out how to predator proof it, at least for coons and possums and larger things. It's not gonna save them from rats, which my dad has had problems with. That's actually probably more of a concern, but I know we have coons, we have a timber, and we've seen coons around here before, and possums. I don't know if the possums would go after the chickens, but probably would. And then, of course, I had a little bit more motivation since we'd been working, and so I did a little bit of weeding and I can't say chiseling because it wasn't with a chisel, it was with like a potato fork thing, kind of cultivating a little bit where the potatoes were last year so I can get those beans planted in the next day or two, because they shot up even more during today. Once the sun came out later this afternoon, I think they were like, ooh, sunshine, let's grow, and I'm gonna probably kill them before I make it in the ground. So Colton got some stuff accomplished that he wanted to get done. I got part of the stuff I wanted accomplished done. And we'll just keep plugging away tomorrow. I'll be honest, I kind of looked at the news for things in Illinois and I didn't really see a whole lot. I think things are kind of toning down on Facebook with all the chatter, but you can tell that people are getting cabin fever and stuff. No trips into town today, although I went through so many staples that I'm going to have to probably run tomorrow to get more staples for the staple gun. And if I have any kind of grip tomorrow, I will have a really fantastic grip by the end of all this. But we do have to get that chicken coop and run ready for them because I am going Saturday. Today is Tuesday. I can't remember what day it is. And I'm getting them Saturday, and we have to have things ready. Colton found this cool little creep feeder, which is like a little feeder for piglets. So we'll see if that works for them. We'll have to probably like figure out a way to cover the top so they don't just like sit there and poop in it all. But plugging along, you guys gotta tell me what you want to see, because I'm pretty boring, as I'm sure you're now aware, but let me know what you want to see in the comments. I'm trying to get better about uploading, but like I said this morning, it took me hours to get things downloaded, put together, and because I can't just plug my phone into my computer. For some reason, it doesn't want to download the stuff to my computer. It hates me. And it's really frustrating. And then my internet last night was super slow. And I don't know what time it finally uploaded. I was asleep. So we'll see if I'm starting things a little earlier tonight. And I sent myself stuff throughout the day because I have to send it through my email. So if anybody has a suggestion for free video editing software, preferably not online. Like I'm gonna maybe try a Windows app that my cousin suggested and see how that goes. But I think you have to run that online. I used to use Windows Media Player, whatever, Windows Movie Maker. Really like that, but it's not supported in Windows 10 anymore. So I'm just a little frustrated by the whole thing. And then if anybody has a suggestion for like a cheapo but good quality video camera where it's easy to work with, no motion, vibration, you know, because if I start walking around with my other camera, I've noticed there's a lot. I mean, I get seasick watching myself walk around, and that's another reason why I don't always do videos, because they're just poor quality. I don't want to produce that. And that I can flip the screen so I can point it and see where I'm actually pointing the camera, because that's pretty much why I've kept with my iPhone. I'm draining my iPhone because I can see when I'm talking like this, I can see where I'm pointing the camera, so I know it's not like 20 feet in the air, and I don't have to hit record, go sit down, see where it's at, come back, stop, hit play, and move it around from there. So let me all know what y'all are doing, how you're doing. We're just gonna keep doing what we can, and hope things are going better out there today. Like I said, I didn't really get out a whole lot. We were working on that so much that I didn't cruise Facebook as much. And let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you have video editing software suggestion, and a decent but super cheap to free, if you got one, you can send it to me, camera to use. So this makes things a little easier. That would be much appreciated. So, and I forgot, I only posted once on the blog and our email newsletter. If you belong to one of those things, let me know if you want like a daily update when I upload, or if you want me to send you once a week. Usually I only do a blog once a month and an email newsletter once a month, because I don't like over bombarding people. I know what it's like to have too many emails, and I don't like it. So let me know how you would like to be notified. Otherwise, I'm just posting them to Facebook every day. But if you are one of my subscribers, let me know how you want to see them. If you want me to upload them in a newsletter every day, or if you just want to check out Facebook off and on, or my YouTube channel, JCT Rustic Homestead. It's all under that. Now, thanks and good night.